What's up, guys? Full Gear 2021 has just concluded. This is the Bulletcast recap of Full Gear. It's your boy Brandon taking with but Phillip is here. He is letting me do the hosting duties. He won't give me a title shot, nothing of that nature, but apparently I'm good enough to get hosting duties for this Full Gear recap. So we have the whole gang back together. Phillip, Brian, how's everybody doing today on this fine Saturday night?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. I'm here to talk about Full Gear. There are things that I like. There are things that I didn't like. And yeah.
Brian, how you
I'm
doing?
great. I am the new undisputed Bulletcast heavyweight champion of the world. I feel fantastic.
Hey, you know what? You keep talking about this championship. You're going to be public enemy number one, nigga. Yeah. It's one of those nights. I got the throne in me. Okay. I've been having hazy IPAs and margaritas and stuff.
Me too. I mean,
it's one of them.
All right, we're 60 seconds into the podcast. I've already lost control, but it's okay. Let's start it off. We're gonna start about the important things, which means we start off with the pre-show.
yes.
Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa take on Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose con Vicky Guerrero. And in a tag team match, 12:32 is the time. Hikaru Shida, Thunder Rosa get the win. Guys, I'll be honest, I did not watch this match. I was struggling to get my pizza, and then the Bleacher Report app was being absolute dog shit. I don't know how you guys watched it, but I could not watch it on my Fire TV stick on the Bleacher Report app. I had to watch it all on my laptop.
Well, first off, what kind of pizza did you have? Little Caesars?
No, I was going to have Little Caesars if I had guests over, but no guests came over. They don't even give me the time of day to tell me they're not coming over. So, I had to go fancy and go round table. Treat myself.
Ooh.
Okay. I had Little Caesars today because I know you usually do that. So I did in spirit of you.
I appreciate that.
Table.
I ordered it online, or I ordered it on the phone. I ordered it myself. I should have asked the lady to run the order back. I didn't. And as soon as I hung up, I realized I didn't do that. They fucked up my order. So then I had to wait an extra like 10, 15 minutes for me to get another pizza. So technically I got a free pizza, but it also, cost me 15 minutes of my day and more time fumbling around the Bleach Report app.
What free pizza did you get?
Well, the go-to is pepperoni, mushroom, and olive. For some reason, they said pepperoni, mushroom. No, yeah, pepperoni, mushroom, and tomato. So I don't know how you get olive and tomato confused.
Are you eating this tomato pizza?
I've had like a few. I'm not a tomato guy, as you saw. We went to Denny's yesterday. I said no tomato my burger.
But you had a shit ton of ketchup.
It's a completely different thing, Phillip. It's a difference.
That's like saying you don't like peanut butter, but you be smacking some Reese's. It don't make no sense.
It's a different taste. Ketchup is not just tomato. It's not just tomato paste. I mean, I'll drink like tomato juice, and I'll be honest. I don't hate tomatoes like I did back in the day when I was a kid. I will eat them if they're like in a salad or like in a salsa. I love like tomato salsa, but just, tomato on its own, I'm not going that route. Everybody, let me know in the comments or on Instagram or Twitter, how do you like your steak? Because this is a point of contention between me and the boys here. They are a bunch of children. They like their stuff well done. When we all know the real answer is medium rare.
Look, I like my steak like I like my women. Fine, well done, and elegant. Okay.
And then Phillip, what happened when they brung out a steak? That shit was still breathing.
That shit was still breathing. It looked like one of them Antioch hoes.
Oh, there was blood all over the place.
Exactly. Now, them Stockton hoes got blood on them like that. Oh, you thought this was a game? This is After Dark. I'm ready for all this shit. Yes, sir. I didn't see the match. Nobody got hurt. That's all we can ask for. Shout out Thunder Rosa.
I saw the match, and I honestly wasn't paying too much attention to it because I watched it on YouTube, and it was freezing up a bit. So, and I was on my phone because I was on the way back home from going to get my child vaccinated.
Nice. So getting on to the actual show, this took place in the Target Center in Minneapolis. Minnesota. I said I had issues with the Bleacher Report app. How did you guys watch the show? Did you have any issues streaming it?
I was on the laptop. It was cool.
I was on my, I actually had it up on my phone and I mirrored it to my Apple TV on my TV and I had no issues.
Okay, so I saw some people, they were having some issues on their TV, but if you watch it on your phone or your laptop, I guess there was no issues. I don't know. You got to get that shit. Get it figured out.
I had trouble buying it today because like I was trying to do it on my computer and it wouldn't let me purchase. So I had to do it through my phone. So yeah, that was a little annoying. But yeah, it was neat.
See, you know, we complain about the cock sometimes, but the cock it's a well-oiled machine.
Yep.
Starting off with the opening match, we had MJF taking on Darby Allin with Sting in his corner. The match goes 22 minutes. We had a bunch of cool entrances with Darby being one of them, having one of his little video packages. In the end, MJF gets the win with the Dynamite Diamond Ring, punching him, a little headlock takeover. Yes, a headlock takeover won a wrestling match in the year of our Lord 2021. MJF gets the win. Brian, what'd you think of this match?
I was impressed. I've never really been too high on MJF. I've always said that he was a great mouthpiece, but just average in the ring. The match was slow and methodical, just like I like a good wrestling match. Darby Allin was every bit of Darby Allin, but MJF was special and he showed a different side. I could have done without the Dynamite Diamond Ring interference, but I'm happy MJF won this match and I'm excited to see what's next for MJF. I don't know.
Simple moves win matches. You saw it here tonight. Saw it last night at West Coast Pro with cross bodies and lariats. This is what sports entertainment needs to be. I'm proud of Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I really am. We are both cut from the same cloth. Tom Brady, and I all cut from the same cloth.
Oh,
yes.
Tom Brady?
Yes. Tom Brady and I more so because, we're both the Bay Area boys. Yes, sir. But, all three of us, both fine gentlemen who can get the job done in the simplest manner. Yes, sir. Great match. Love Maxwell to death.
I love this match. I would say, is this MJF's best match in AEW? I think it was by far. I love this match so much. Great opener.
I don't know. What about the Cody match?
I feel like that had not like gimmicks, but I felt like that was more kind of like playing off emotion. I felt like more just physical, telling a story. I know I probably should watch it back, but that is probably the one match that rivals it. But I really did like this as an opener. And it wasn't like a spotty opener, as you said. A lot of just simple moves, effective moves. They had a good story going in. I enjoyed it. Brian, do you think this is MJF's best match in AEW thus far?
I do. I think it was his best match because I felt like he was in control. I felt like he was the man in this match. That's no shade to Darby Allin, but MJF, like I said, he showed what he can do in the ring. Very methodical, like I said, very slow, almost Randy Orton-esque.
Phillip,
Am I reaching there?
I know you're the Randy Orton guy.
It was young Randall. It was.
Yes.
Not Evolution, but or maybe just before he hit Evolution. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I put a title on that guy, man. I'm ready.
Well, we have a new babyface champion, so maybe MJF can chase after that belt. Second match, championship match, tag team match. The Lucha Bros defend their AAA or AEW tag team championships against FTR. Alex Abrahantes, or whatever his name is, in the corner of the Lucha Bros, with Tully Blanchard in the corner of FTR. This one goes 18 minutes, 36 seconds. The Lucha Bros retain. We had some chicanery with the finish. We had Cash Wheeler have one of the whatever the green mask, I forget what the gimmick is that they call it. He had it on. He tried to cheat the win, didn't get it done. He gets pinned. So technically the illegal man takes the pinfall for FTR, which I would assume would be a point of contention going forward. And we were going to run this match back. Phillip, what'd you think of this one?
I thought it was excellent. The FTR, who were once the Revival, they were great. They were so great at the false finish. They really brought importance to the false finish back to WWE. and they've really brought it back to wrestling in a good way. Lucha Bros, I mean, Phoenix, he's just so raw. I say it every time I talk about the guy. He's extremely talented, uber talented. Pentagon, for a man his size and for him to do the things he can do, that's impressive. I don't know where we're going with the wrong guy getting pinned, but I can't wait to find out. I can't wait to see. I'm saying nice things about AEW. What's going on?
It's those IPAs talking.
It's the juice.
The juice is loose, and I'm not talking about OJ.
A drunk man's words is a sober man's thoughts. Just saying, Phillip.
Oh, man. Yeah, I better crack open another IPA. Let's see what else I got to say. Yes, sir.
Listen, I didn't like the ending of this match. It was just sloppy to me. After like thinking about it and going over and seeing other people's thoughts and like predictions as to like where this will go, it's like, okay, I get where they were trying to go, but they didn't execute it well. It was poor execution in my opinion. But Los Lucha Brothers, yes, fantastic every time they step in that ring. And honestly, so is FTR. And you know, you can, as a wrestling fan, you can almost shed a tear of how good these two teams are, the way that they look, the way that they operate in the ring, the little things like, you know, breaking up pins, saving your partner. They're just special. But yeah, the ending of this match is a no.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think overall, I think I had really high expectations for this match. I don't think they met them. I'm not saying this was a bad match by any means. The ending was kind of cute by half, but with the finish, I think they're going to go another round, whether this be at a pay-per-view, on Dynamite or whatever, a Rampage. So I'm not going to be too harsh on it because I think this is still kind of beginning of their, their feud. And I said on the show that there's a Triple Mania match coming up, and you guys doubted me. There is a Triple Mania. It's like Triple Mania Regena or something. So
it's like a winter Triple Mania.
So I was right. I pay attention to the
didn't
product.
I send you something, Brian, about Triple A?
You did.
What was it? Can you pull that up?
Yeah, let me pull that up
Instagram,
right
now. Right?
Yeah. Yep. Let me pull that up. You indeed sent a message, and it was about Triple Mania. It says that AAA Big Lucha show has been canceled due to threats from a drug cartel that they will spill innocent blood. That comes from Cultaholic.
Well, we just love Mexico.
You hear that? Yes, sir.
I have no clue what that's about. Yeah, but let's pray for AAA.
Moving on, we get to the finals of the AEW Championship Eliminator Tournament. Bryan Danielson taking on Miro. This match nearly goes an even 20 minutes, and Danielson gets the win via technical submission. We get a little whatever triangle choke. I forget exactly the submission was, but hard hitting, like technical, guillotine type.
It was a guillotine confirmed.
A chokey type submission.
Yes.
I mean, I enjoyed it. You know, I'm the Daniel Bryan mark or the Bryan Danielson mark on this show. So I enjoyed it. You know, obviously it wasn't like the tippy top of what I think Bryan can do, but for kind of a thrown together kind of last minute type match, I think they did well. Not a show stealer by any means. Bryan gets the win, which I liked because that kind of left some ambiguity for the main event. Brian, what did you think of this match?
I thought it was good. Miro, the entire time watching the match, the only thing I could really think of is wow, how does WWE drop the ball in terms of how you handle someone like Miro? How do you miss building someone like Miro? Yes, Phillip. Building someone.
He was over. Vince didn't feel like he was over enough.
But okay, and we all know that Vince could be a little crazy sometimes in terms of his thought.
He wasn't over enough.
Yeah,
he wasn't over enough.
He was over.
If he was over enough, he would have beat AJ Styles and became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But he didn't. Because he wasn't.
Miro in WWE was used at the tail end of his career to just go out there and job. That's
what do you mean? He had a whole day.
And guess what? It got 2 over for Vince's liking, and he put
Two
the
over.
dagger in it. He put the
even
dagger
when
in
Zack
it.
Ryder got 2 over, at least he got a U.S. title run.
Yeah, like 3 years later.
But see that
What do you
US
mean?
title.
It was
No.
Okay, that was the IC title. My bad.
Hold on, but Zack Ryder's U.S. title run was during a time where the U.S. title meant absolutely nothing. Everybody had that title.
No, they didn't.
Everybody had that title.
Yoshitatsu
Everyone knows the U.S. Championship in WWE didn't become important until John Cena started doing the open challenges. That's when it became important.
Whoa. When John and Eddie was battling for it back in the day, RIP to Eddie, it's been 16 years. Viva la raza. When they were battling for it back in the day, that shit was important. Hold on now. You better calm down, blood. When Carlito was running around with it, when he beat Cena for it, important. When Benoit had
when
it,
Carlito's homeboy stabbed Cena in the club, it was
when
important.
King Booker had it, that shit was important, bro. Shelton Benjamin, the gold standard with the blonde hair, that was important.
Let me correct myself. Let me correct myself. The U.S. Championship hasn't been important in a long time, but it was reinvigorated by John Cena when he started the open challenges.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Daniel Bryan hold the U.S. title, and Bryan Danielson won this match against Miro.
Bryan didn't know. Well, he was never the U.S. champion.
Yes, he was. That was the first title he held.
He did.
He was the U.S. champion.
Yes, he was.
Don't question the Daniel Bryan mark on this podcast.
Okay. You don't know everything about Daniel Bryan.
I read his book.
Bryan.
How many times was he the WWE champion?
3.
Really? The Hell in a Cell match, the WrestleMania main event, and
I mean, that's world heavyweight. That's world heavyweight. Are we just combining everything?
The WrestleMania 30?
I mean, that had the WWE Championship on it, though.
Oh, yeah, it's a WWE title.
Yeah, but the first one where he cashed it on the big thick boy. Oh, what the hell? I don't know what the hell's going on. I got some shootings going on outside. That was the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
That was the big gold. That wasn't the WWE Championship.
So, but he had it like 4 times, not 3.
Close enough. Phillip, what do you think of
the World
this
Heavyweight title?
I thought it was cool. I'm happy for the guy. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I think whenever the match happens, I think Daniel needs to take it off of Hangman.
Oh,
yeah.
Spoilers. Next up, we have...
That's my pick, by the way. That's my pick.
All right. We got the 6-man Falls Count Anywhere match between Christian Cage, Jurassic Express, taking on the Super Click, Adam Cole, and the Young Bucks. This match goes 22 minutes, 35 seconds. Kind of felt longer than that. Not exactly in a bad way, but they go all over the place. Christian does a dive off the concourse. We battle up on the stage. We have Jungle Man, because he got a beard now, taking some super kicks with the mouthful of thumbtacks. We get a thumbtack knee pads. Luchasaurus does a fucking moonsault, whatever, shooting star press off the stage. Everyone pull out all the stops, but in the end, we get a concerto to Matt Jackson for the win. Jungle Boy gets the pinfall. The baby faces get the win. Crazy, fast, spot fest type of match, Phillip. I know this isn't everyone's favorite type of match, but how did you like it?
Man, this shit was hella raw. This shit was dope. I loved it. When Luchasaurus, I take back everything bad I said about that guy.
The dinosaur.
Yes.
The dinosaur.
Shut up. That's stupid. Now, when he did that shooting star press, I said, holy shit. That's great. Won me over. He might be one of the greatest big men of all time already. I said it.
Better than The Undertaker. Book it.
Well, no, I'm definitely better than Psycho Sid, but, yeah. Yes, absolutely.
I thought this match was good. I thought it went a little too long. I see some seeds being planted there for a potential Christian Cage heel turn. Maybe we get a Jungle Boy Christian Cage feud down the line. I know that's been talked about a bit, but you really saw some seeds planted there. You really saw Christian Cage kind of in the cuts, just kind of looking over at Jungle Boy at times, like, huh, yeah, you just wait. But the shooting star press was great from Luchasaurus. But at times I felt like, again, and I guess you get that, you get this from spots and matches with, spots, I guess, people standing around waiting for stuff to happen. But other than that, like I said, it was good, decent. Adam Cole, it's like I'm back and forth. Like, he look, one minute I look and like, oh damn, he's special, and the next minute I'm like, he's just like the Young Bucks bodyguard, or I don't know, like second fiddle to the Young Bucks. I don't really know how to feel about it.
If I can jump forward for a second with what happened at the end of the main event and the Young Bucks being there, does that have any effect on the Young Bucks and Adam Cole? Are the Young Bucks turning? Are they just, kind of giving their approval to Hangman, and they're just kind of...
They showed empathy. So I think it's going to have a drastic shift in the story of the Elite and the Super Clique and all that.
Okay.
Maybe the loss humbled them.
I was hoping Matt had the ice pack on his neck. I was hoping he was going to come out with the Vince steroid trial neck brace on or something, but
they lost two pay-per-views in a row.
Look at that.
It's not good.
I love this match. 4 matches on the main card, all just completely different. I thought they all excelled with their own special way. I see where Brian's coming from. This isn't exactly everyone's a match. There's definitely flaws when it comes to it, but when it's this type of match, I think it's perfect for what they did overall. Probably could have cut some time because I think this show overall was a tad bit too long. But next up, a match that I said probably should have been cut, and I still say it should have been cut. Cody Rhodes and Pac taking on Malachi Black and Andrade, and a just straight up tag team match. This one goes 16-52. Cody and Pac get the win. All 4 men are kind of, beefing with their own teammate. Nothing too serious in terms of a blow up, but in the end, Pac gets the pin over Andrade. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brian, what'd you think of the match?
Match was pointless in my opinion. I just felt like they didn't really have to do this match. I would have much rather seen maybe Malachi Black and Pac. I don't know, the fans booing Cody still, it's a little weird. I felt like it went longer than it should have. Maybe
Tony and Jim were going heavy-handed on they don't understand why the fans are booing him, so they're definitely going with he's a face because they were trying to turn him.
Yes,
with the announcer saying they don't understand it, but I don't think that works against him. But,
and then it was just weird. Like, I just don't feel like that tag team match was necessary for this pay-per-view. I could have seen it going on Dynamite or I don't know, anything else, Jericho Cruise, whatever. But and then at one point, Jim Ross goes, well, I really don't feel like this is a tag team match. I feel like, or I think it was Jim Ross. Someone said, I really don't feel like it's tag team. I feel like this is just 4 guys coming together having a match, because they're not really tag teams. They're just 4 guys who are coming together having a match.
I mean, the internet told me this was supposed to be just a straight up fatal 4-way. I think it would have been just as fine if it was that match regardless. Okay. I mean, it did kind of feel this way, but
yeah. Now, if it was that probably would have made a little bit of a difference, especially with Pac getting the pinfall victory. I think that would have been dope for him. But yeah, just putting Pac and Cody together like this is kind of weird. But hopefully, and again, the post-match shenanigans, whatever that was at the end with FTR coming out, it's just weird, unnecessary. I didn't understand it. I want to say this. I get they were trying to speed things up, but every single time after a match was over, they just shifted right to a boom, go, all right, next match, run the video package, boom, after every single match. And it kind of took away from a lot of these matches. You know, like for example, like Pac winning, you want to have some more moments, like a moment or meaning to that, but then you just cut and go straight to the next match. It's just like, oh man, I wanted to see Pac celebrate a little bit, or I wanted to see Bryan Danielson celebrate just a little bit longer, or the Lucha Bros. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there was no real commercials. I mean, there were some video packages. I think with the
Yeah.
with the WWE shows, like we're constantly getting the commercials and the
Well,
packages.
and see, maybe I'm saying that because I'm just so used to the constant promotion of the same damn thing over and over and over
Well,
again.
do you know where you can go and watch wrestling and digest it in enough time before the next match starts? The UGWA at Ugwa, November 21st.
That's right. The return of the undisputed Bullet Cast Heavyweight Championship, right?
I will be there. I might wrestle somebody for the Bullet Cast Heritage Universal title. I defended it the other day. I'm a wrestling coach, so I wrestle the kids and I win. I'm defending it. You guys were terrible champions because you never defended it.
I won it tonight.
You never physically defended the championship. I did. No, you did. Brian, your name starts with a B. You're a B+ player. Stop it, bud. Okay, stop.
Hey, I graduated college being a B+ player, so I'll take it.
That's right.
It takes one to know
Shoot.
one. Triple H, he's an A+.
Is that a B? 3.0?
What?
That's a B, right? 3.0?
I had a 4.2. I wouldn't know.
Ooh.
I wouldn't know.
You be taking them AP classes? I'll see.
I mean, I was just the head of the class.
Okay.
I was just great.
Just like the head of the table that you also sit at with the head of the table?
Yes, I'm sitting down with one of them Fatu boys next week at Ugwa. Come check us out.
Okay. Journey?
It might be Jacob. It might be Lance on Hawaii. It might be Alpha Seeker.
Okay.
Come find out.
Know.
Anyways, we got the AEW Women's World Championship. We got Dr. Britt Baker D.
Nobody got hurt. That is all we can ask for. Move the fuck on.
Whoa. She took on Ty Conti. Britt Baker, DMD.
Look, Ty.
15 minutes, 24 seconds.
Ty, I love you. The Diddy Ty. It's a great move. You're a great girl. A great guy. We can move on from this.
This was by far the worst match on the card.
Well, I mean, the main event was
huh?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm not blaming Hangman.
I gotta say something about Britt Baker. She is phenomenal. She is fantastic, but we gotta start talking and asking, why does she continue to be booked this way? Like getting help from Rebel, and she ain't Roman Reigns. She don't need help every single time, especially to beat someone like Ty Conti. No disrespect to Ty, but
she's an Olympic level judo player. Don't hate on my girl Ty.
Okay, all right, hold on. Let me start over. I think Britt Baker needs to dominate just a tad bit more with less help from Rebel and Jamie Hayter to be on a level of which, you know, some of the greatest wrestlers or women's wrestlers, however you want to put it. Britt Baker's got to start going out there and showing everybody that she is that bitch like she says she is. Otherwise, you know, I'm just going to call you a fluke, and, you know, I'm just going to be waiting again until someone takes that title off of her. I don't know. The match just went downhill. I feel like if you're the champ, you got to carry, you got to lead the way, and she's just not on that level yet. And
yeah,
you know,
I know exactly about leading the way as the champion, but
but you're not the champion anymore.
At least Britt defends her title.
What are you, bro? I just wrestled the other day for it. What are you talking about?
On pay-per-views.
Okay, my body's hurt. You know, my back and shoulders and knees hurt from carrying the weight of this podcast, that title, and this whole damn digital media platform on my back.
So you should be the digital media champion then.
You can take on Mama Thickness. I don't think you want the smoke. You don't want the smoke.
She don't want none of it. She don't want none of the black lightning. Okay. Okay. Look, man. Britt Baker, I love you, baby girl. You that bitch and all, but no, this wasn't it tonight.
Yeah, this match was not the best. I think they did. I mean, the crowd was kind of tired. I think they were kind of catching their breath. They did get them kind of into it, like at the very, very end. And then, of course, once they kind of felt the crowd was getting into it, then they just go to the finish, which kind of deflated the crowd a bit. But I would say I think that Chris Statlander match was better. And we're starting to see like Britt Baker. I mean, her promos, I love her promos, but like when it comes to the matches, like she needs to be in there with someone who's better than her. Like when she was in there with Sheeta, I think the Sheeta match was good. Statlander was okay, but I mean, she's just not. I mean, it just kind of shows the depth of the women's division that they don't really have someone to carry her, which is kind of a bad thing because technically Britt Baker should be the one carrying these people.
Absolutely.
I wish Serena Deeb was a face so we could see that.
Yeah, I mean, even her and Thunder Rosa was. I mean, would you say that that's her best match, even though it did
the lights count? Out still? Yeah,
that's her best match, right?
The best women's match in the company.
Yeah, see,
in the history of the company, absolutely. So, Brian, I have a quick question.
Okay.
Since Britt Baker is the champ and she's that bitch, and I'm the champ, does that mean I'm that Nick? What happened next, Brandon? Oh, man.
Well, I mean, we got CM Punk taking on Eddie Kingston. The match goes a flat 11 minutes, according to my sources. CM Punk gets the win with a GTS. The crowd was hot for this one. They loved Eddie. They loved Punk, kind of booing Punk a little bit, kind of more on Eddie's side, going back and forth. This was a sprint of a match. It wasn't spotty. It was just a fight. I love this match. I might even say this was my favorite of the show. Brian, I saw you on the Twitter machine, maybe not as high on this as I was. Why not?
Okay, so initially, I just didn't like, one, that Eddie Kingston lost, and two, I just think the flow of the match, or let me start over. The build to this match, even though it was so short, but I just didn't feel like they were going at it like they should have, right? Like they were getting ready to tear each other's heads off in the parking lot last week or whatever that was. But then they get in the ring, and Eddie dominated, and he was kicking Punk's ass a little bit. But I don't know. To me, it feels like CM Punk at this point is still trying to catch up in the ring. So whoever he's in there with, it seems like they're walking him through, and CM Punk is in there taking deep breaths, trying to stay afloat, stay up to pace, and it really didn't feel like a fight to me. He bled a little bit, it looked like paint on his face, and all that, but it was cool. But and look, I thought about it, and I was like, okay, let me not be too hard on it, because I do see a little bit of story, a little bit of something coming out of this with CM Punk picking up the win. The fans booing him a little bit. That was interesting. The grins and the smiles from Punk were very telling. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see, maybe he'll get the full Cena treatment and they'll start chanting CM sucks.
I did bury the lead. CM Punk has new gear. He's wearing some like boxing Chicago shorts.
Yeah.
I buried the lead. I'm sorry, guys. Thoughts on the shorts?
Oh man. The shorts, it made me feel like he was getting ready for a fight. So that was cool, but I don't know, it kind of looked like boxers a little bit. I don't know. I like a wrestler who mixes it up every now and then, changes it up. I was a little afraid that he was going to stay with the same old, WWE gear, but it looks like he has other plans.
I guess he just mixes it up for whatever. I guess the long boys are when it's a casual fight. Yeah. He got the tights when he's going to have a technical classic, and he puts on the boxing shorts when it's a brawl. So There you go. The three phases of Punk.
That is great.
Punk, he did the Cena shoulder tackles.
Tease a little 5-knuckle shuffle action.
I was like, do do do
Are you sure about that?
Crowd wanted it. The crowd absolutely wanted it.
They know they fucking wanted it, man. Yeah. And that was the highlight of the match for me. I feel like I just didn't care. I don't know. I love Phil. Phil's a good guy. He's one of the best guys I know. But I just didn't care.
I'd like to see whoever Punk goes up against next, or whatever feud he gets put in next. I'd like to see it like drug out longer. I feel like, I don't know, AEW is different. Like, it's like a little build, and then they have the match, and then the feud's over, and then they move on. And now it's like the same formula, and it's kind of getting tired. Like, I'm noticing the same formula with everybody. It's like they get into it on TV, they build the match, and then they have the match at the pay-per-view, and then after that, it's over. I want to see a little more,
I did want more from Punk and from Kingston after that one promo, but
yeah, absolutely. Or you can do the Cody where you feud with Pentagon for like a week and never speak about it again.
Hard times then. Hard times.
Hard times, the daddy.
Storytelling. We get the
hold on. Brian, I need to hear a Dusty Rhodes from you.
Oh, I can't do a Dusty Rhodes.
Come on, daddy. I want to hear you talk about hard times. I want to hear you talk about the funky monkey. Let's go get funky like a monkey. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Funky monkey.
Oh my God. Brandon, it's your turn, dude.
Are we gonna get funky like a monkey?
That was great. See, that was better than mine.
That was fucking awesome.
All right, a lot better than my BFAB impersonation. All right, moving on to the penultimate match. We got the Inner Circle taking on the Men of the Year and American Top Team in a Minneapolis street fight. This one goes almost damn near 20 minutes. I don't know why, but in the end, the Inner Circle get the win. Spots all over the place. Sammy Guevara does his best. Jeff Hardy doing a swanton in through a table. Jericho's out here yelling spots like he's fucking John Cena. It was atrocious, but in the end, Inner Circle get the win. They beat Dane Lambert, as I think everyone kind of thought this would happen. Didn't need to be 20 minutes. That's all I got to say. When Jericho was yelling at Junior to pop him in the head with the lion salt, that's just when the match went completely off the rails for me.
What are you talking about?
I mean,
they don't talk to each other. What I keep telling you.
Then why did he yell Junior? And then Junior jumps up and punches.
Have you never seen any Jericho match where he yells at his opponent? He could be wrestling you, and for some random reason, he's like, Brendan! Or Brian! Or Charlie!
I think this match.
And then you think he also, told him to go home like 5 minutes before they went home, or hurry the fuck up or something like that. Jericho was all over the place.
I think this match would have been better had it been a Stadium Stampede match. It probably would have been better like that, because you could have set everything up and it probably wouldn't have looked like such a clusterfuck. This match shouldn't have happened on tonight's Full Gear card. And if you absolutely had to involve Jericho and America's Top Team, then I would have much rather Jericho versus Dan Lambert. Maybe have Jericho go on a handicap match or something, just something.
You do the gimmick where if Jericho wins, he gets like 5 minutes with Lambert.
Yeah,
or something.
There we go. Yes, that would have been dope. Back. That would have been dope. I would have liked that.
Phillip, what'd you think of this match with your best friend? Or sorry, your friend. I don't know if you've.
Yes, my best Canadian. Yes, my best Canadian mate. It happened. Was Paige Van Zandt was not there, right?
Unfortunately not.
That's why I didn't really care about this. Okay. It is what it is. I'm sure she was at the bare knuckle fights, right?
Sure, yeah, definitely. I've been keeping up on Paige Van Zandt's Instagram.
Oh my God, you got to. You gotta watch the product. Lambert took the pin, right?
Yep.
Lambert did take the pin.
I really wasn't paying attention. So yeah, that's
Frog Splash.
Yeah, that's right. Eddie. That's right.
That was like the 10th tribute to Eddie. Not complaining, but everyone's got to get their Eddie shtick in.
Yeah. Just like at the Cow Palace, everybody's got to get their Eddie shtick in.
Yep.
Except
16
Jericho,
years. R.I.P.
Except Jericho was the one to win with the frog splash.
That's true. It's only right if Jericho does it, yes, sir.
Yeah.
In between, we had a little interview with Tony Schiavone. Calls out the newest signee to AEW's roster. It is Mr. Jay Lethal. So with the releases of all the ROH talent, we get the first one to really jump ship. Jay Lethal, a part of AEW. He's going to challenge Sammy Guevara for the TNT title on Wednesday. Brian, what do you think of Jay Lethal joining the team?
Well, I mean, it's a cool pickup. Dope. He got a huge reaction. I'm not too sure on, when all the excitement settles. I don't know how social media is gonna take Mr. Jay Lethal. He's got a past and whatnot with the allegations and Taylor Hendricks and all that jazz.
How do you think Punk is gonna take it because he used to be with AJ?
Oh, I didn't know that. He's Punk's, he's a man about it, very strange that they would sign Jay Lethal. Was Jay Lethal still under contract with Ring of Honor?
He was. Look, this is another black guy that's not going to get any real good TV time. It's going to be the same thing over and over and over again. Look, Keith Lee, if you can hear me, do not go there.
He'll get TV time.
No. Listen to me, Keith, please. Feel my hand, touch your hand on the screen, Daddy. Listen to me. No, don't go there. Don't. Jay, I don't know why you're there. If you can get out your contract, I hope. I pray that you can. Yes, sir.
Jay Lethal will get some run in AEW.
Hey, he did the Flair gimmick when he said Schiavone.
He did. He got the
He got a pomp and circumstance type entrance.
Yeah, he got like the whole we got a new signing type of, welcome. So it's not
I was going with like the literal Randy Savage theme song, pomp and circumstance.
Yeah, you're right. Me too. Yeah.
Shout out. So, Black Machismo coming soon.
Yeah. Good for AEW, I guess. I'm just surprised that out of all the Ring of Honor talent, they would bring him over first. So yeah.
Honestly, he was the biggest name they had.
Banditos out there.
Nah, Jay Lethal was the biggest name they had.
I don't know about that.
Jonathan Gresham?
Nah.
No?
Because of the Woo promo alone, bro. He's the biggest name they had.
Okay, so he's the biggest name in terms of like nationally known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically they got Mike and Maria Kanellis. So
they do.
Okay, bro. I guarantee you a random would know Jay Lethal before them.
I mean, I think a random would be more likely to know Maria than Jay Lethal.
Everyone's talking about Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. You could have brought Mike Kanellis and Maria over to join back up with Adam Cole.
That is true. The Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The Young Bucks being kind of soft, bring over the Kingdom. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it is kind of a weird first signing, but I mean, Jay Lethal was a part of All Out. They have a past, so it seems
it was all in. It was all in.
Whatever, all in, all out, all something.
That is true. Or what about Flip? Wouldn't Flip in Ring of Honor?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Flip's got some history with the guys. Maybe Brandy could be his manager again.
I don't know about all that. All right, let's get into the main event. AEW World Championship.
Look, I'm going to stop all of it right here.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hangman Adam Page did something finally. That drunken idiot got the championship off of that pansy hack, Kenny Omega. Thank you, Jesus. We are free at last of the so-called demigod, the big baby thing. And holding the championship. He was a paper champion. He was absolutely terrible. It was just bad. He was doing a terrible show enough impersonation. Don Callis looks like a weird man. I don't know what to say about him. Look, I'm happy Hangman Page is the champion. Now let's get it on Daniel Bryan so we can get some juicy storytelling going. Yes, sir.
I'm surprised. Not
you can't
surprised
follow my take. You shouldn't even talk.
No, I have to. Listen, I'm not surprised because like it's AEW. They give the fans what they want. The fans wanted Hangman Adam Page, so it's a no-brainer. Which is why I wanted Kenny Omega to win so bad, because I just wanted that dagger in the heart of the fans. I wanted that real heat for Kenny Omega. Like Kenny Omega's to me has been like a tweener, right? He's been riding he's been grinding the edge as sort of a baby face and a heel for his entire title reign. It seems like he's the good guys when he's with the elite, but then when he's by himself going up against the Christian Cage and the likes of who else did he face? Wow, I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about, though. I just feel like
Rich Swans,
the mooses of the world. I just feel like
we're not gonna talk about the Impact run. I mean, come on, that was a great run. I watched it all.
I feel like Kenny Omega didn't really get a good run as a straight heel, and I feel like people would have been sympathetic even more for Hangman if he were to lose to Kenny tonight. But I don't know. I shouldn't have gotten my hopes high, and I should have known that obviously this was going to happen, especially the way it did when he took out the referee with the buckshot. I was like, oh yeah, it's happening. Omega's going to retain. Fans are going to be so salty. This is great. Like the one time where I think this is the one time really that fans didn't really care too much about anything else on this card except for Hangman winning the championship. This felt like Starrcade 97, right? Like no one really cared about anything else on that card except Hogan and Sting.
But how did that turn out?
But see, they knew Sting was going to win. Everyone knew this is the moment. Sting's going to take the title. I say on Dynamite, you do something to get Kenny Omega his title shot back. Huh? Rematch clauses. Do they have rematch clauses in AEW? They should.
You got to work your way back to the top.
Yeah, when they actually give a damn about this stupid record ranking system.
Man, I'm not. That's not fun to me. Adam Page and Bryan Danielson. I don't really care about that.
I do wonder what the story will be if it's just a straight up wrestling match, which I mean, I'm fine with. I think Bryan has just lit it up and has had phenomenal matches overall. But going back to the match itself, I predicted Kenny would get the win, but then once they ran the video package, they did the whole shtick of outside the Target Center and Hangman, riding a horse and all the little video packages like up on the skyscrapers and shit. And I was like, okay, he's winning. It needs to happen. If he doesn't win, there's going to be a riot. And as you said, I mean, the crowd was pretty much like 199.9% with Hangman. And I think that's what makes wrestling great is when the crowd is all together cheering for the babyface to beat the heel. Yeah, Kenny's thing has been kind of up and down. I haven't been the biggest fan. So, fresh start, give Hangman the championship. We finally have like your quote unquote stereotypical babyface because Moxley, not exactly the same guy as Hangman in terms of a face. Match itself, which we've kind of been talking about everything besides the match. I mean, I thought it was good. I didn't know exactly what to expect. It wasn't a super duper barn burner like, some other matches, but I thought it was fine. It was much more like on the crowd being hyped for it and the finish and just the moment. The moments were great. The in-ring and athleticism was okay. I did like the one wing angel kick out by Kenny. I did like that. And the Young Buck stuff.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Overall grade for AEW Full Gear.
I'm I'm gonna give it a 6.
We give letters here.
Oh, overall grade,
Damn.
letter grade, not a
Yeah,
number grade.
C minus.
I'll give it I'll have to say C minus too.
Yeah, you see.
You guys, we went through this entire card, and the only thing we all shitted on was the women's match. What makes it a C?
It was too
Okay.
long. Some of the stories I'm not a fan of. Stuff
Okay.
didn't need to be here. Just C minus.
Maybe I'm being too hard on it. I don't know. I guess I didn't like that. Let's see. I didn't like the MJF finish. Didn't like the Lucha Bros finish. Bryan Danielson, I initially didn't like that finish because it looked like, what was it? It was a DDT off the top.
Something
and it looked like immediately Miro went limp, and then he had to drag him to put him in the guillotine, and then it was like automatically, all right, he's out, ring the bell. That was kind of weird, but whatever. I was
the man was knocked
overthinking
out. The referee had to call for the bell.
that. True, I overthought that. The Christian Cage match I felt went too long. Cody Rhodes was trash. Britt Baker, it was too many back to back. Like, what is this? It felt like a WWE pay-per-view, and I feel like when WWE pay-per-views are like this, people give it an average C. So I have to give AEW Full Gear a C.
I will say this show overall, I thought was too long. He could have cut some stuff off. Did not like the street fight. 20 minutes, just way too long. So I'm not going to give it an A. I know I've seen people out there on Twitter, best AEW show ever, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to go that far. I might be a little biased. I do like Double or Nothing, the first one, and All Out a little bit more, but I'll go like a solid like B, like a 86, 87. So almost a B plus. Fuck it. I'll give it a B plus because that's my gimmick this week. This was a B plus show. There you go.
B plus grade by a B plus player.
Exactly. So it evens out as like a B minus. I don't know. I was told to beat no math.
That's going to do it for us. Goodbye. Good night. Bang. I do Kenny's gimmick better than he does.
Oh.
And remember, everybody's got a price for the $1 billion man.